I'm about to cover a case study of how Forge books 500 sales calls every month. We'll dive deep into each and every strategy Forge uses to book meetings. We'll pick apart what works and what doesn't so you could actually replicate it. And this video will be split into two parts, each covering the different methods of lead gen and outreach used by the Forge. And after that, I'll share some resources to help you do everything. Now, if you don't know who I am, I'm Sam. I live and breathe sales. I constantly analyze new strategies, test out new tools, and make videos about sales every single day. So without further ado, let's begin. So the first strategy that helps Forge book 500 demos a month is using an AI workflow. Now, there's a little story behind this on how they started it and how it's going. As you can see, it's going amazing. 1.6% reply rate with fully automated. What happened was to book sales calls and they were unimpressed with the state of AI SDRs. You know, AI SDRs, AI sales agents were popping up everywhere. Salesforce wanted to use them, but none of them actually delivered. So what they decided to do is actually take everything, because they already had all the tools internally, and make the agent for themselves. First, it was made to be kind of for internal use, but eventually they rolled out the agent to the public. So the thing I'm talking about is Agent Frank. It's basically an AI SDR that sets up infrastructure, cold email infrastructure for you, finds leads, validates them, writes hyper-personalized cold emails for them, reaches out, replies to questions, handles objections till it books a sales call. And as you can see, it's fully automated. It's getting like a 1.6% reply rate for some clients, couple of clients data below, 2.5% reply rate. So it's going pretty good. Mind you, this is all automated, right? And first, Forge built it for themselves. You know, they have a whole ecosystem of tools like Salesforce for cold email sending, hyper-personalized cold emails, InfraForge, MailForge, PrimeForge for the infrastructure to set up mailboxes and domains for cold email in minutes using like different ESPs like MailForge, InfraForge, Gmail, mailboxes, Microsoft mailboxes, WarmForge, LeadsForge, all of those tools. They combine it internally, use it for themselves to actually book 100 demos every single month, right? But even though they got an AI agent basically work independently without needing to do anything, they didn't fire all of the other salespeople in the team. What they're doing is using kind of a co-pilot mode where the SDRs and agents work together, right? As you can see that the agent handles outreach, finding leads, sending emails, following up, and SDR step in where humans matter the most. So parallel cold calling, social selling, running custom or one-off sales activities, right? So it's not like Agent Frank replaces your whole sales team or replaces humans. No, it's like an additional tool that's working alongside humans. It's automating all the brain dead tasks, all the things that could be automated, and leaves the time and effort for the human to do the human tasks where humans matter the most in human to human connection, right? So that is the first method, the first approach that Forge uses to book 500 sales calls a month. Well, this makes up like 100 sales calls, just Agent Frank alone, right? So you may be wondering, what else do they do to book the 400 additional sales calls every month? Well, let's get into that. The second method is actually mixing humans with automation and AI to book the additional 400, insane 400 meetings every single month, right? So again, it's not like an AI SDR replacing humans. No, it's humans working together with agentic AI capabilities, all of those buzzwords, all of that stuff. AI agents, basically AI sales agents, AI SDRs working together to get the best results possible. And there are a couple of ways they do that. First one is using Captivate. You see, nowadays everyone is crazy about automations. Everyone is crazy about AI agents taking over, customer support chats. All of them have AI bots, right? There's no human to human connection. What Forge does is goes the opposite route. What you can do, let me actually show you, is if you go to their website, you'll actually be able to call them live. Yeah, now you cannot see that now because it's not working hours for them. But if you visit Salesforce during the working hours, you'll see a little FaceTime, literally a FaceTime kind of button with Captivate where you can call the team, literally. So while all the other companies are going the route of firing humans, doing massive layoffs, handoffs and automating most of their tasks, Forge is going the unscalable path and doubling down on the human-to-human connection. And that's what helps them book the demos. As you can see, Captivate, right? Whenever you visit the website, you can literally call and have a demo right there and then. Literally, try it out. Whenever, just visit Salesforce, you might see it now, right? As you can see the data, 72 incoming conversations in like 7 days or so. It's insane. 70. Can you imagine? And it's just inbound, people visiting your website and talking to you, right? Customers buy 24/7. You have to be there whenever your customer wants to buy something. If you're not, you're missing it. So the strategy is super simple. In the high intent pages like pricing or integrations where the user is likely to proceed and buy the product or sign up, the widget pops up and they wait the user to call the sales team, right? And for low intent pages, you can auto calling happens, right? So after whatever percentage scroll, they automatically call the user during working hours, right? And of course, the people are not always online. The sales team is not always online. So they just switch over to Gleep, which is like an intercom, right? The next strategy is using WhatsApp and Slack loop. So of course, you're not going to be able to call everyone, right? But Forge is heavy on personalization, on outreach that actually feels one-to-one connection. So the CEO, Frank, actually himself often reaches out to prospects to talk to them, to gather feedback, to ask for their opinion, to welcome them on the app, whatever it is. And as you can see here, they built an automation so that as soon as leads enters the system, they get a WhatsApp message from Frank's real profile within 1 minute, right? So it's a hyper personalized message, personalized message for that lead. And whenever that lead responds, Frank can actually, or the sales team can actually handle the conversation with that lead through Slack, right? So they can literally just reply here. They don't need to switch to 10 different apps, go to WhatsApp, see what's there. No, everything works in Slack. The automation fires, it reaches out. If it gets a response, as you can see here, hi Frank, thanks for the message. You can just reply in Slack, boom. Conversation done, thread started, you can manage everything in one place. Easy as that. WhatsApp has 10x higher reply rate than email. So imagine how powerful this is, right? Strategy 3 of the second approach, right, is the listening agent, Clay plus Slack. So the listening agent kind of looks at and searches for keywords or listens for keywords, specific keywords, and when it hears a keyword or finds anyone mentioning a specific keyword, the automation kicks off, it goes on, it joins the conversation and kind of pitches the product, right? So there's a Clay table that actively listens to public conversations happening in Slack group. So anyone talking about cold email deliverability problems, AI sales agents, email infrastructure, right? You listen to those things, and whenever someone mentions a keyword that we follow, for example, I don't know, cold email infrastructure, right? The automation writes a reply and replies with value, for example, something to solve the email deliverability problems or email infrastructure tips, whatever it is, right? And this campaign runs 24/7. So basically, whenever there are organic conversations on anywhere, a keyword is mentioned, boom, the automation joins the conversation, leads with value, pitches a product, for example, WarmForge, and this way it consistently feeds the pipeline, right? And whenever someone replies with interest, SDRs can step in and take over. Again, it's human plus automation. It's not just automation sending hallucinated messages, right? That's not happening. Here you have SDRs in the loop, making sure each response is actually valuable, a helpful response, not some spam, lead with value, not spam. And SDR keeps it overview over everything, right? So if anything goes south, boom, fixed, right? As you can see here. Now, don't worry, if you want access to the sheet, you'll be able to access it from the link in the description and analyze these screenshots, all of the automations yourself, so don't worry. Okay, 4, computing unique emails to every inbound lead, Agent Frank plus Anonate. So the Agent Frank, the AI sales agent that books 100 sales calls a month from the first strategy we just covered, can actually also be used for inbound. You can actually plug it in with Anonate or any other automation, feed it inbound leads to send out hyper-personalized cold emails, right? So instead of sending templated emails where you just add first name, congratulations, great work at company name, awful personalization, don't ever do that. Instead, for inbound leads, they use NN8 automation to feed inbound leads to Agent Frank. Agent Frank then does all the personalization, all the research, and just sends out personalized messages, right? That also helps book a lot of meetings. Fifth, voice agents for inbound, right? So cold calling and all of that stuff is illegal with AI. So the strategy here is for inbound only. You use Agent Frank plus NN8 plus retail to basically make hyper-personalized messages, right? Again, how we would do for emails, just use retail to turn it into voice messages, right? So if leads don't end up buying any of the product, the automation triggers and the outreach with the hyper-personalized message in voice note is sent out, right? Now, before this automation happens, the lead has a chance to reply within 7 days, like you just ask them, why did you not proceed with our product? But after that, they get a kind of warm call, not cold call, because AI cold calls are illegal, but the automation calls the inbound leads, right? So leads that gave permission to be called, whatever that is. So it uses Agent Frank and NN8 for all the inbound leads, Agent Frank for the personalization, all the research, and retail to basically handle the conversations with AI. So here's a little conversation so you can actually see how it works. This is AI, by the way.
Hi, Dylan. Thanks for picking up. This is Agent Frank from Salesforge.
I noticed you recently signed up for our Salesforge platform, and I just wanted to check in and see if you need any assistance getting started or have any questions I might help with. I see you're focusing on scaling your team.
You get the example.
Optimizing.
You get the example, right? AI has a conversation, finds the data it needs, asks the questions. Yeah. 6, the company level LinkedIn outreach, right? So you have Hey Reach, Get Sales, and NN8. So far, you noticed couple outreach channels, right? Email, AI email, WhatsApp, calling, and you also have LinkedIn. So the issue Forge ran into when deciding to actually go ahead and do LinkedIn outreach is that LinkedIn is super strict, right? You cannot reach out to a lot of people from one account. So what they're doing is plugging in every single LinkedIn account in the company to help sales rep actually do high quantity of outreach across LinkedIn, because otherwise it's impossible, right? If you only have 3 accounts of the 3 sales reps, they're not going to do a lot of volume, right? You need a lot of accounts. That's why it's plugged into all the accounts from the company are plugged in to get sales for the, LinkedIn outreach. So instead of reaching out to 100 ideal customers per week, you can reach out to a ton more, right? And LinkedIn is actually coming to Salesforge, to the Forge relatively soon. So keep an eye out for that. And lastly, before I give you all the free resources, all the value, the last step is reporting, right? What doesn't get tracked doesn't get improved. Basically, you cannot iterate, you cannot improve, you cannot get better if you don't have the data, if you don't have information on what works and what doesn't. So the big thing Forge bets on and what helps them book 500 sales calls every single month is tracking everything, right? You get weekly breakdowns of everything, how many emails and DMs and calls SDRs are making, right? Which channels are generating inbound leads, what product each MQL is tied to. So all of this information helps the sales team double down on what works, iterate, test, stop what doesn't work, and basically focus all of their firepower into what works best, right? So it works with HubSpot and NN8, and all of this stuff is reported into Slack, so everyone can have an overview and act like that, right? Now, like I said, here are some free resources. You can get access to 45 cold email sequences, 75 cold email openers, 150 cold email subject lines, and a lot more by going to this link, right? Like I said, this doc will be in the description. Just go through it and you'll find everything. I also suggest you make use of the free tools that Salesforge has. You can just go to Salesforge, tools, and you'll see everything right here. You can use an AI email generator, AI subject line generator, whatever you want, right? Now, I have a lot more videos. I have a full course on cold email. So if you want to learn how to actually send out cold emails and replicate the success of the Forge of booking 500 sales calls every single month, I suggest you take a look at this video.